Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Aisyah. In this video, I will explain the first is importance of public speaking. The second, what skills are required for public speaking, and the third, kind of message in a speech, and the last is how to become better at public speaking. Okay, the first is the importance of public speaking. Public speaking is the one of the most important and most traded form of communication. And the glossophobia or speech anxiety is the most common fear people have across the globe. Throughout primary school, it is easy to be the student who sits in the back of the classroom and avoid raising his or her hand to douse the situation. But in the working world, public speaking is a vital skill to have and to hone. So, there are many reasons why public speaking is important. And the first is to motivate. Public speakers are leaders who are able to inspire their audience to work harder to achieve their goals. As a public speaker, your role is to influence your listener and create an environment where everyone feels ready to roll. You get not merely giving a speech and the attempt to get your audience to take a certain action. Speakers are part of the action and can convey their passion and drive. It is not enough to simply know about the issue at hand, but to make your audience share your passion. And then to inform. The ability to inform is one of the most important aspects of public speaking. From presenting research paper and PowerPoint presentation in the school or in a speech, informative public speaking is a vital component of a successful career across our work field. Okay, and the second is what skills are required for public speaking. And the first is improve our speaking skill. There are practice our speaking, practice our speech, practice our pronunciation, maintain eye contact, and also take the feedback our audience. And then use a gesture. Why? Gestures are probably the most evocative form of nonverbal communication a speaker can employ. No other kind of physical action can enhance your speeches in as many ways as gesture. In public speaking, your body can be an effective tool for adding emphasis and clarity to your words. It is also your most powerful instrument for convincing an audience of your sincerity, earnestness, and enthusiasm. And then, confidence. Confidence is the key to delivering the information you want to share in an effective and influential manner. While the skill of confidence is often innate, it is also one that you can develop through practice. And the third is kind of message in a speech. There are three messages in public speaking, namely physical message, visual message, and story message. For the physical message, there are four kinds, and the first is posture. Posture is used to support the message to be conveyed so that it is easier to understand, especially when we convey messages that contain feeling. This is important to avoid misinformation. When communicating using posture, will clarify the language and produce a positive impact. And then the second is eye contact. Eye contact is one of the elements of public speaking. In addition to vocal techniques, gesture, eye contact is one of the most powerful tools to build communication with the audience. In public speaking, the main purpose of eye contact is to show concern, friendship, warmth, see, respond, and support or reinforce the spoken word. And then gesture. Gesture is a specific bodily movement that reinforces a verbal message or convey a particular thought or emotion. Although gesture may be made with the head, shoulder, or even the leg and feet, most are made with the hand and arm. All good speakers use gestures. And the last is voice inflection. Voice inflection is change in the pitch or tone of the voice. You can change varying your tone, talk, or the speech, raising your voice slightly to indicate a question, lowering it to end a declarative sentence, speaking louder to indicate excitement, or softer to express sadness. A voice with inflection is captivating and motivating. It commands attention and makes people want to hear more. A voice without inflection is flat, a monotone. Okay, and the last is how to become better at public speaking. Some of why to make better our public speaking. And the first is study great public speaker. Watching and learning from exceptional speaker are one of the best ways to improve your own public speaking skill. To start, share for example of great public speaker on the YouTube application. When you watch this individual, take note of their body language, you will find that it tends to remain open and inviting. They use their arm and hand in way that accentuate their key point. And then, on the second, relax your body language. A fear of public speaking can make you feel tense, which negatively affect your body language. The best public speaker maintain proper posture, make eye contact with the audience, and move in way that look natural. Good body language improve your performance and help the audience take in and remember what you say. And then the third is practice voice and breath control. For many people, public speaking can warp their sense of time, making them speak faster than they normally would. Be aware of this phenomenon and keep a steady pace while presenting. It will help calm your nerves and allow the audience to better understand what you say. And the third is prepare talking point. Before you give a speech, prepare a series of talking points that contain the key message you want your audience to know, feel, and understand by the time you have finished speaking. Start with 3 and 11 word message. And then, know our audience. Before you give a presentation or speech, take the time to understand your audience so that you can tailor your speech to them. Think about what is important to them and what they are most likely to find useful. And the last is rehearse. One of the best ways to improve your public speaking is simply to practice. Through repetition, you can iron out your messaging and find better ways to best certain part of your presentation. Once you have rehearsed your speech multiple times, you will naturally feel more comfortable giving it the front of an audience. So that's all, and I think now. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.